I did a prediction in my previous video for the strongest melee in Warframe that the Lich version of Pathocyst gonna be the new king, especially considering it was already the second pick for the weapon. It was either Serata or Pathocyst, because Pathocyst had already crazy stats. And all of that was mixed with forced viral proc. But now we get it with progenitor bonus, and boy, we get cold, which is amazing for the blast. We got viral, very little, but that's perfect because we don't want to overproc it, and it's forced anyway at 140 cold to start with. Well, the influence loadout's gonna love it. But let's take a look at it without any progenitor element and just go straight up to the charge throw, cause that's what matters really. There's nothing else about that weapon that matters other than the charge throw. And we have 24 crit chance, 2.5 multiplier, 38 status with forced viral. And without that progenitor we have a total of 594 damage. And to be fair, if we talk in no even loadouts, I think probably best elemental we can get out of the progenitor is electric. At least if you're enjoying playing melee influence, since we're just gonna put heat cold on the weapon and we're gonna have that electric standing alone for the electric procs, and that's how it's done. Cold and heat is of course to get the highest values off of blast for the status weights, and if I think about it, electric is kinda fine also if you want to do the biggest possible hits, or toxin if you want to do biggest possible hits, cause we're gonna like use appropriate element, aka viral, against corrupted and corrosive against greenear. Everything else just takes so much damage that it doesn't really matter. Although I heard that people keep saying that the new enemies are quite tanky, so just pick appropriate element if you want to do the biggest hits, or just stay with influence, and well, that Arcane's, as I always say, broken enough to make everything else irrelevant. And literally something like Zatas plus influence with blast is one of the most broken things, so having guaranteed viral procs on top of that is just crazy. And before I go into showing you how broken the forced viral is, a reminder for it, well, I wanna say one thing. Strongest doesn't mean the best. This is strong weapon, which makes it automatically a top dog in terms of big numbers output. Best weapon is something that has it all. One hit kill, fast, versatile, and I don't think personally thrown weapons fall in this category. I used to, but I don't think that anymore. So if you want to spam damage cap and be able to do nice AoE clear meanwhile, this is the best weapon for you. But if you also want to be as fast as possible, I don't think that's possible. You can be quite fast with it, but you won't be the fastest. But let's go over why it's so broken to have forced viral on it. And to show you the power of it, I'm just gonna show you simple loadout with electric and influence. So I had to put those two mods, since I have that innate cold from progenitor. So I had to make it blast, and I just put voltaic strike to get the electric, and let's see how it looks like. 20 exogog stats. I'm not gonna do anything much other than just try to get influence and then reset them. Okay, influence is here. Gonna reset them so they fresh. And just look, they are clean. We throw it once and everything is fully primed with viral. And I actually think I can, yeah. That is the power of forced viral. Let me do one more time, just so everyone knows 100% without cuts. This is the build. 3 mods in, melee influence on, spawn. You can pause to see the settings that I had. And we're just gonna get it quick. The melee influence proc. Here we go, boom. I think they died to the first one. One more time, why not? I exploded it early. Like, what matters is to like the explosion to cover all of them. Melee influence, we lost it. Let's try to get it one more time. Here we go. We're gonna respawn them so they are fresh. I need to rank up to get that extra 5 levels, and we throw it in middle of them. Should be enough. Ah, electric, come on. No way. So I think it's the best time to go, level that bad boy, and come back to you once I'm done leveling it and showing you some nice builds on it. Actually, I reminded myself I can just get influence and use 12x just to do a quick cleanup on them. And we're gonna go straight back to the loadout before I level it up, so you can see that I used only those 3 mods. Enjoy! I think it's very important to compare it to a couple of weapons, starting with the base Pathocyst, and since that's thrown weapon, we scroll down to charge throw, and crit chance difference, we get 3 extra %, same crit multiplier from what I see, a bit more status, bit more damage, but what's the most important here is the fact that we get that fat extra elemental on top of everything else. 52% is just by far the highest base damage of all the thrown weapons. And well, the previous king and my most used weapon by far, because what I always love is to do the biggest damage. So of course my most used is Serata, since it was the biggest damage before, very versatile with the toxin. But well, sadly times changed. If we look at the charge throw, more crit, more multiplier, more status, way more flat damage, not to speak of the progenitor. And even explosion range is 0.1 bigger. Oh, Serata got done dirty. Let's look at the differences between the Glaive Prime and the Pathocyst from the Coda. Well, Glaive has 2% more crit chance, less multiplier, bit more slash, and it's forced slash on it, but slash is slash is in the past. Look the damage, even explosion range. Well, one of the most used overall weapons as well, which is Zoris, forced electric. So we have, yeah, everything's lower, I mean. And also has barely any Riven disposition. But what Zoris has, other than all other thrown weapons, is the biggest range of the explosion at 9 meter. So no prime sure-footed or other ability to prevent you from knockdowns, and it can be quite annoying. But still, 9 meter is amazing. You get the volatile quick return and mwah, beautiful, beautiful range. And that range is really important. Fall off, anything like this does not matter. We have forced electric, but electric doesn't have to be forced, because all you need to do is to get the influence proc up. Then it doesn't really matter much. And I don't think any other weapons really that worthy to compare, so be right back once I'm done leveling. The leveling is done for the part that I need for the video, which is the capacity. And the first loadout looks like this, with melee exposure. And just a warning, whenever you want to use it with anything other than Kullervo, because of the passive for wind-up speed, you gotta change primed pressure point for killing blow. So let's first take a look how it looks like with Kullervo. Just not gonna get any buffs. I'm just gonna get my exposure to 240. And well, the best part is like power throw, but yeah. Before we get any power throw, any combo points, doesn't matter really. But it's so crazy what they done. Let's get the power throw, throwing up. Okay, I got 3. Now I will try to throw in middle of them. Yep, as much as the range allows us, anything that gets touched gets destroyed. But beauty of this one is just when you get everything juiced up like this. Wasn't it obvious it will damage couple over the place? I think it was, but let me do it one more time for fun. Before it was actually hard, on Kullervo at least, to get the damage cap on these guys, which is just crazy to me, but yeah, Serata, unless I just fully went into stupid mods that I would normally not use, it wasn't like always damage capping, but here, we throw, we get damage cap. Ooh, 2.0 with the half of the combo. Half of the combo points is where the damage drops down, or was it just a random occurrence? Well, I gave it to the Mirage to see if it's as broken as Serata is, since it's gonna be more broken for sure due to viral forced, but let's see if we can damage cap on the Juggernauts with her as well. Of course we can. Top right corner for this Mirage build. Back to the build, I suggest you using Whirlwind, but maximum 2 points in it, and well, Cold isn't the perfect element for this setup. I'd suggest you getting either electric or toxin, but electric I think, and I do believe that's true, can be more versatile overall. Basically, compared to like influence build, this is not gonna give you the same KPM, but this will give you the biggest possible numbers. All you have to do is swap the elementals appropriate to what you need. So that was greenery units, so I had corrosive, but well, if you're going against corrupted, the cold is probably the best elemental, since all you have to do is take out the focus energy for a mod with cold, or you don't even have to, since primed and we have cold, so that makes us viral. But I'd suggest you getting some heavy efficiency for ease of use, and especially that you can't really always
rely on this combo points if half of it gets like exploded, like you halve it with 50 efficiency. But it still takes some time to get back to the maximum combo points we have, especially if you have ready steel as an aura. So it takes a little bit of time till it recharges, but with killing blow instead this for other frames, you will have enough speed to chain your throws. That's why having some extra efficiency, which focus energy is most of the time perfect for it, will greatly help you to overall keep going fluently with full combo points. But you can also set up like this for the viral, with focus energy giving us electric standalone, since electric status damage is instant, so unlike heat you don't have to wait that half a sec to get the damage done, and it would be perfect. You would retain 40 heavy attack efficiency only, but you can always use your LOADOUT to get combo points. Remember, this is a slot for anything with wind up, but preferably killing blow. But if you don't like power throw, for example, and I know that many people struggle with using this mod, and that's why they don't like it, because they don't really understand how it's done. So that's a perfect time to swap to Reflex, and you're gonna be happy as well. But this is one of the most broken mods in the game. The amount of damage it gives you to thrown weapons just beyond words, so I love to use it. By the way, it's very easy, you just gotta get used to it. But Galvanized Reflex would be able to like instead focus energy however you want it, however you prefer it. If you don't want Rauta, you want initials, or I don't know, like you need wind up speed. So I don't know, putting it here instead killing blow would be annoying for the most part, to be fair, because the speed is amazing. But if you want, you can always use Aura, Swift Momentum, yeah. Although I'd rather to just get the wind up speed on the mods and use Ready Steel instead. And I want to show you how it looks like without killing blow. It's still decent because we have Amalgam Organ Shatter, but it's far from what I would love to see. And now that's with killing blow. Much faster. But if you don't mind using Rauta, you can use this focus energy, reflex combo. We have only Organ Shatter and we use the Swift Momentum. And now how it looks like is pretty same to killing blow. So you can also do this if you want to use Rauta to get the combo points and keep them quite long or above the 6 times multiplier, but it's complete personal preference if you want to do it. I just give you an option. And this is how it looks like when you start the mission with it. The Explorer loadout, of course, we're gonna just stack up for fun to do the biggest damage for completely no reason. We're gonna even use our Nidus so I can get some extra ability strength to all of it, because I really need it. It's all that's gonna make me kill them. Here we go. Now we get our power throw amp up. Why is everything dying? And we start sending negative numbers, billions there, and stuff like this. Oh, let's actually ramp up some combo points with that. What is going on with them? Ah, Eclipse power, I forgot. Now we got combo points. No! He fucking walked into front of my... Come on, man. Just wanna do a couple of damage caps. But they walk in front of my projectile. Man, Eclipse makes this Rauta kill. It's insane. I have the Riven that removes the damage basically from it. But primary dexterity gives it back, so... There goes the Eclipse scale. No, not kill me. Not yet. Re-Eclipse and a couple of more throws. Here we go. Well, for some reason everything's dying so hard that I'm just trying to find where to throw at. Well, last throw. Well, okay, 2. And here's loadout for everyone who likes melee duplicate, but to guarantee yourself some more crits, you will need some Riven, and well, 0.5 disposition will guarantee you not to get too much crit, but Galvanized Steel is still a great source of crit with crit damage on it, so that's how we're gonna be rolling with it. Some critical chance on the Riven, that's all you need. It's gonna be quite hard to get it going properly without it, but you could try with Blood Rush, but I just suggest you to get a Riven. It doubles as well for the heavy attack. Well, how is it killing though? Well, it's killing quite well, because that's like AoE spreading of viral. But the best part, when you would ever kind of need this loadout with duplicate, is of course Zephyr with like some invisible one-hitter loadout with the tornadoes. But well, what won't just kill everything instantly when you AoE it into your tornadoes? Yeah, that is the issue. Because in the tornadoes, you can't really like, you don't have to think much. So yeah, I don't know. The duplicate, I just made it, I think, to have more variety of builds, but nothing really beats the influence and the exposure loadout. So, well, for those who really like the duplicate, here you go. Sadly, the king is won, and it's finally time to go over the best of the loadouts.
If you're enjoying my content, remember to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified with my latest uploads.
And without further ado, let's continue with the video. And that's the most standard loadout for melee influence. As boring as it is, it's still the best one. I prefer this one to be fair the most, and for me it's the most broken because it just slaps damage caps. But well, Galvanized Steel, just Riven with 2 elementals, we can just as well remove it. But I want Killing Blow since I have Riven, so my quality of life is checked. But well, you can just remove it and put Hit Cold status and it would be probably better. And to be fair, that's what I'm gonna do, cause the status chance on the wind-up one is 38%. We end up with 83.6% with just 120 bonus to status. So I think that those mods are just better. You don't really care, and you shouldn't really care, like the damage is gonna be always enough. Well, focus energy, the heavy efficiency you can sacrifice for even more status. We're gonna end up with over 100 at that point. Remember about this stacking status chance. But well, always if you don't care, you can throw this away and use the normal melee elementalist, because we have heavy attack wind-up speed on it. But to be fair, if you think you can, you have easy shield gating, you can even use empowered blades to get extra 60 status chance and status damage on heavy attacks, but lose 90 shields per hit. And that means per enemy hit, so you hit 10, you lose 10 times the shields. But well, everything's an option, but this gives us nice wind-up speed. So with this and Arcane Fury on our Warframe, we can use this loadout, exactly this one, without the flat damage or wind-up speed, and we should be fine on the quality of life and the flat damage check. So without any empowers, without any buffs, let's see how it does, without stacking it up before, we're just gonna throw it, boom, and we have influence, everything dies, as per usual. So I don't know if there is a point to show you anything more. We're gonna throw it, explode it. Actually, let's take a quick look on Ash, because my Ash doesn't have critical damage shards for melee weapons, so, well, no buffs as well. The moment we get influence, everything dies. It's like standard thing. Here we go, everything oh, it died before I got to hit, because Blast was there already. One more time. Same stuff, no matter what I'm gonna pick, no matter what enemies. If you're stacked with the influence and you have plenty enemies, always, it's gonna be same outcome, always. Well, we can take a look how it does with the pesky damage attenuated mobs. Well, without any buffs as well, without pre-stacking combo points, influence is up. Pretty nice for the fact I don't have anything to empower the melee. But let's see how it does on a frame that I have for melee weapons specifically. At the moment at least, but I don't think it changes because Bile and Archon shards. Let's just get the influence first. Here we go. Now we're gonna respawn them so they don't have the attenuation up. Oh, my game lags like crazy. The hell is going on? What is this? Honestly, this shows why my Mirage has separate build, because power throw, unlike anything else, is just broken. Let me show you. And well, that's how it looks like before they get damage attenuation up. Nearly dead. And one more throw would be dead, but my game lagged out. Let's quickly see how this loadout does in a normal mission with Mirage, and then let's see the basic loadout with something that's completely like not played by me, so there is literally nothing on it, and let's see how they compare. We will be also taking Pharaoh Pathocyte for this, so we can see how good volatile Parasite can be with this loadout. Well, let's make it fancy as well with the ability strength, send the Nidus, send the Noctua for some extra strength. Now we a bit stacked up. We're gonna get our power throw instantly. And look at that, it still damage caps and it can proc influence to do that in AoE. So you can just figure for yourself if it's good or not. But too much damage has issues with proc in influence, so careful with that. Because as you can see, not a proc yet. Quite funny, isn't it? This thing is actually so annoying to like play influence on certain loadouts. We just have too much damage for it to work properly. But to fix it is easy for the drone weapons at least, because all we have to do is stop exploding the weapon and focus on the game so we don't die. Rest quick. And we just do normal throw. Do I have to drop my buff? Because it looks like I'm still doing too much damage, because I'm actually throwing in millions. Oh, interesting. I got influenced instantly the moment the damage went off, by the way. So many different minuses, by the way. The game is just, like, the game is completely clueless at what's going on with the damage. Because I'm pretty sure if I stack it up, I'm gonna throw damage cap with melee influence, not the exposure loadout, on Mirage, without exploding the glaive. So, well, why not give it a look? Where's my Nidus for my extra AB strength? Here we go. 1.1k Eclipse, soft build. 700, yeah, close. I think it's doable. No! Interrupted me in my... I need to test it, can't just focus on staying alive. Oh, 1.7 billion without exploding it. Need to refresh. Actually quite funny thing, you know? Just not even like exploding and doing damage cap. Let's see one more time. Oh, here we go. The first one. But maybe I get it on the Greener unit. Here we go. Not exploding, it just look combo points. They don't move at all other than just up from the direct hit, which is like whatever. So yeah, here goes the influence Pathocyst for you. Damage cap without even pressing the heavy attack. And now it's time to see how it's gonna do without any buffs, any Archon shards, with just a blank frame. And I think Inaros will do. I will just make him tanky with the mods. And he will be like this, because I don't have capacity. One empty mod, physic, everything like this. Guardian, blessing. And since I have Carnis on Inaros, I put one random weapon with Carnis Stinger to get the 2 set bonus. I would forget that I can't really use physic because I need momentum for the wind up speed. Also, this is the new loadout I'm gonna use on Pharaoh, which is just straight up for the Pharaoh to do some damage, not die, give me the loot, all this good stuff. But Synth the construct is the main idea of it, so I can get more health orbs so I stay alive. I just wanted to get rid of big damage increases from like Anabolic Pollination, Tenacious Bond, some combo points randomly generated by pet. I just wanted to have this in the construct here. Okay, time to use the only good ability on Inaros to prepare. Lovely to have at least one of them good. And we just wait for the influence and hit this here. So we just proceed to destroy everything. It's so chill. Don't even have to like talk about it because everyone sees everything clearly. Quite fun thing, to be fair. You can just like get addicted to throwing that shit and watching them up, that they explode everywhere you throw. Basically, like, if you get enough wind-up speed, all you have to do is look at the map where the enemy is coming, and it's gonna be enough. I don't even know if I have enough crit or anything like this without Wrathful Advance. And I don't even want to say that Roar triple dips the influence damage, so I really don't want to mention the fact that you can go triple with all of this. So, like, damage cap with Blast, probably easy. I mean, without power throw, it's not gonna be the biggest numbers like this. Without anything on it. Literally making it weaker for no reason. Just to show you that whenever you throw, wherever you throw, it's like one throw. Oh, this guy nearly survived. If not the fact it still has slash on it. Crazy. Like making it bad on purpose and still just... I mean, it won't even matter if it's gonna be level cap because the very next throw gonna kill all of them. And the only difference is Inaros will flop faster than he is already flopping, which is crazy to me. So much armor and everything stacked on him. Doesn't matter. Always just gonna suffer. I mean, influence sadly is just boring at that point because every weapon has it. Like at start it was really fun, but it just gets boring at that time. Literally you cannot make a single build without influence because it's gonna be a side build. Just made something on, like, force yourself to make something else than influence. But well, I just accepted that fact, and the ease of use, the level of broken, I can live with it. I can always just use it and think of like normal melee, like before arcanes, and enjoy the fact that everything around me dies for no reason. Let's see if we can melee them with it. Ah, let's go. Not the best idea though. Their stances suck if it's not throwing. Can we actually kill them without like exploding it? Yeah, second hit always, because viral got spread. Actually, let me see a group. No effects, boom. Oh, they died before the second one even. Again. Here we go. They're actually dying in the first throw, and there is no power throw even. I mean, everything procced. Where are they? Let's see. How do we get our viral around? No, the influence ended. Oh, here we go. And they just exploded inst. I mean, yeah. Quite fun thing. Oh, there's many of them here. Let's see. It's crazy because like viral being applied with so little damage on the stat values is so crazy for the blast procs. Imagine like if you have corrosive, for example, this is forcing the viral and then a lot of corrosive, which is gonna like strip everything insta as well. If you have 14 with from the Archon shards, it's insta strip if you hit on 10 enemies. Because you have to proc 10 corrosives, which is quite easy with the status chance we have. It's not even like that much boosted status chance. We only have triple 60/60s and the galvanized. It's probably because we don't need anything more. Where is the thingy? Oh, he's dying to the proc. Look, to the electric proc, by the way. Let me kill you with a direct hit. Stop running away. He ported in front. Well, Acolyte, easy. With as empty as it can get. Just pure build from Pathocyst. What else to say? Influence. Thrown weapon. Progenitor element. And the weapon that already had the highest flat base damage of it. Interesting. More quick chance, more status. I'm gonna lie, I love it, because I'm a fan of thrown weapons. I still think Nami is the best because of the full follow through and huge range on a melee. That you can just run to, like forward with Vault and destroy everything. But damn, this is gonna be a lot of fun since I'm in love with spamming damage cap. And this is probably one of the best weapons for it. This is just hitting 10 enemies guarantees each of them getting viral proc. Influence just guarantees all of them getting 10 stacks. It's just... yeah.
And the blast blasts off the corpse even, like there is no like bodies left. It's like even for me it's not a proper play of it because there's no power though. We should be chaining constantly, not just cherry picking to hit as many enemies as possible for fun to destroy the whole group. We should be moving forward, chaining the throws to get 300% multiplicative damage increase. But what can even withstand it? I think they just went overboard with the damage overall, so damage attenuation exists to annoy us all. It's funny how it works. See? We hit here, they dying here. How can you really compete with influence? It's so sad, but is it that sad? In the end, everything can be godly with any bit of status. Just don't have zero. But yeah, that would be all from me. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, see ya in the next one.